All right, for today's lesson, we're going to do the opposite of what we did yesterday and the day before. So instead of graphing the equation, we are now going to write the equation for the graph. Okay, so it's going to be in the form of y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to go ahead and put my y equals. Okay, so just like when we graph it, we start at where it crosses on the y, and that is at 3. So it's going to be, the end is going to be plus 3. Now we're going to find our slope. So we look at where it crosses at its crosshairs. So if we go up from our dot, we can say this isn't cross through a dot. It's going to cross these little dots in the corner. So it crosses right here, and here, and here. And so it's going to cross the same distance all the way up the line. So to find your slope, we're going to count up to the dot above. So up 1 space over 2 spaces. Up 1 space over 2. So when we write it, remember your rise goes on top, which is 1. The number you go over is your bottom number. We have our x. Then the last step is if you go the right, it's positive, left is negative. We went to the right, so it's going to stay positive 1/2 x. Okay, so down below on our page, there's just more notes if it needs to, if you need extra help. Okay, so let's do some more. Okay, start off with y equals, we'll find where it crosses the y, and that's at -1. And then we'll find where it crosses, so we'll just go up to see where it, continue up the line to see where it crosses a dot, which is right here. And then we'll go to the opposite. Okay, and then we're going to find our slope. So it doesn't matter which dot, let's pick any dot. So we'll go, and then we'll go to the dot above. So we're going to go up 1, 2, over 1, 2, 3. So that'd be 2 over 3. We'll put our x next to it. And then since we went to the right, it's going to stay positive. Okay, so let's look at the one below. We have y equals. So we find where it crosses at +3. Then we're going to go up and put dots where the line crosses and its crosshairs. Okay, and then from here we'll find our rise over run. So we're going to rise 1, run 3. So the 1 goes on top, 3 on bottom. Don't forget your x, because if not, it'll be 1/3 plus 3, which is wrong. We put our x, and then we went to the left this time, so it's going to be negative. And it doesn't matter where the negative goes, just stick it next to the fraction. So y equals -1/3 x plus 3. Okay, so let's go back to the top. Start with our y equals, where it crosses is at 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be, -4. Then we're going to find where it crosses. And remember, they're going to be the same distance apart all the way up. So we'll pick one dot and then go to the dot above. Okay, so we're going to rise 1, 2, and then run 1. Okay, and it's going to be the same thing all the way up 2 over 1. So the 2 is going to go on top over the 1. We'll put our x. We went to the right, so it's going to stay positive. So this one, we're going to rewrite it because anything over 1 is just that number. So we don't have a fraction 2 over 1. So our correct equation is 2x minus 4. So if you remember, when we graph these, we put a 1 underneath to graph it. So when we write the equation, it's going to be 2x minus 4. You're not going to see a fraction with 2 over 1. So make sure you take the 1 away and write it as 2x minus 4. All right, so our last one. So we cross at 1, 2, 3, 4 again, so -4. Okay, we're going to find where it crosses, its crosshairs. So again, it's crossing at those dots. That's how I'm looking at, right in the middle of those dots. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3 over 1. So write that as 3 over 1. Don't forget your x. We went to the left, so it's going to be negative. Okay, so again, just like above, we can't leave it over 1, so we're going to rewrite it. Y equals negative 3x minus 4. If you forget to take away the 1, that's fine, but just know on a test question, it's going to say negative 3x minus 4. So you have to remember that there's an understood 1 underneath. So don't forget when you work on your homework, don't forget your x. And if you go left, make sure you put that negative in front of your for your slope. Okay, so your homework is going to be some problems like this. There are going to be some graphing problems and then some more review problems.